What up, Dre? We here, bro.
What's happening?
Shout out to Studio S550 for providing the area for us today.
Sure.
Man, so how things been going for you, bro? Welcome back.
Oh man, since I've been out, bro, I just been working, bro. I ain't had
That's
time
crazy.
for that.
How long have you been out for?
I've been out since Thursday, about 6 days.
Okay.
7 days.
Okay. Would you say, does it feel like things are different? Does it feel like things are the same?
Nah, bro, it's like, I think work release was kind of a blessing because you really do gotta adjust back to society, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Cause like, when you in prison, everything's so intense, like, it's like very important to have manners, you know, keep your mouth closed down, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get out here, you see how people are so open to say what they want to and they move how they want to.
Yeah.
It's something you gotta adjust back to. So.
True.
Yeah.
With like the content, say any music you recorded before, do you feel it's difficult to maybe put that music out now, or when you're writing in there, do you think it relates to stuff going on now, or you think you've had any trouble with that?
I mean, I feel like it always relates to like, you know, everybody struggle. Most of my music before was either about struggling or getting some money, like not necessarily a bad way, but
I feel you.
what I motivate hustle, you know.
Definitely. So, you know, a couple questions I've had for myself was, you did a song with Kodak Black, right?
Yeah.
Now, at the time, where do you think Kodak was? I don't think he was at where he's at now,
No.
but he was kind of popular. No Flocking was out.
No Flocking. Institution was already out. Lil Big Pop came out the month before that. Matter of fact, when we did the song, he went to jail the day after that, the morning after that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So how did that situation, for maybe some people who want to be like rappers and, you know, get with other big time rappers and stuff, how'd that situation happen?
I mean, you
Who
know,
linked y'all up?
Well, my manager, Gemma, at the time, he was like, I don't know, you know, he from GA.
Okay.
And a lot of people I deal with now, you know, Wale, Mario, Gemma, all them, like, everybody from Golden Acres, Kodak from Golden Acres.
Mm-hmm.
We just know a lot of the same people, you know.
Okay.
So, sooner or later we was gonna cross paths, everything's all good when I met him, you know.
Right.
He was in the studio when I got there.
Damn.
And what threw me is like, I didn't want no features on my tape.
Oh.
So they kind of like tricked me on that. But
So, it was Dollars and Deals,
yeah, Dollars and Deals.
and they were based in South Florida?
Yeah, they Fort Lauderdale, Pompano.
Okay. So, how did you get linked up with the dude Jamma?
Jeff brought me to Gemma. You know Team Turn Up.
Yeah. Shout out Jeff. Shout out Team Turn Up.
Yeah, see, Jeff and Xavier, they kind of like found me. I was in the garage, you know, down in the P section.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Shout out the P section.
And that's all I did. You know, I had my little hustle, and I made music all day. Ain't nothing else. Honestly, I ain't know other people listen to my music, because all I did was sit in the garage and record. You know?
Hey, you know the first thing I ever seen from you was like a video in a garage, and it went low-key kind of viral. I don't know what happened, but you were like, yeah, a lot of people have been sleeping on us lately and stuff like that.
That was the garage.
You remember that video that you put out?
That's the garage that they found me in.
Yeah.
That same garage. Me and Drew slept in that garage, bro, like 2 summers, bro. We used to sleep there, bro.
And then shout out to my boy Keontae. He was the first one who put me on that song back in the day. So he was going in on that song back on Snap and stuff like that. And I was like,
bro, just hit me on Snapchat. Too.
Bro, I hit him and I was like, what is that song? And he put me on and I was like, this shit's about to go for real.
Yeah.
That song, Get It Back.
Get It Back, yeah.
Do you know like how well it did? Like how, I don't know, I feel like that song went far. Like,
I mean, I feel like when it's first, well, I guess it depends on
definitely
the
over 100,000 views.
Yeah, well over. I know when we put it on World Star, we had 2.6 million in 24 hours.
Woo! Yo, when I seen it go on World Star, and that was like one of the first videos, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, this is crazy, you know what I mean? Especially somebody local and stuff like that. You know, there's been a couple people since then to do it. But back then, what was your phone like back then? Were people, was it like dying and shit from people hitting you up?
Man, I had 2 phones all the time. I kept 2 phones. I had to. It wasn't even like, not for really crazy reasons, but I got to be able to go on social media. I got to be able to talk to my family.
Right.
And my other phones that go out all day.
All day just going off?
All day.
That is crazy. So, in that song, I was listening to you said, you know, it's kind of like talking about making profit off a midget, made 100 off a sack, which, you know, I feel like that's almost like real life hustling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like a lot of people like, oh, I'm selling bricks here, doing, you know what I mean? But I was like, you know, I can understand this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt like it was real relatable to the hood. You know, a couple people I feel like were hating on that video for a couple different reasons. What were some like good or some bad stuff you heard about that video?
Ooh. Hey, when that video hit World Star, you know, I got a lot of good comments, but
yeah.
Now I see what other people go through. They be like, people be hating.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to pull up in different states, fight people out.
Bro, people were just like, if you pause at minute 1:16, I'm like, are you serious right now?
That's the thing, though. You know, I ain't never flexed about that because, like, okay, back then I'm selling. You know,
right.
whatever it may have been back then. I ain't got $50,000, $60,000.
Right.
Yeah, bro. I keep money. I bought my own wardrobe. I had all my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I'm not finna throw 10, 20,000. You know,
I feel you.
Yeah, you know, that's movie prop stuff, man. That stuff for fun, bro. It was fun to me, you know.
And that's what a lot of the actors or rappers nowadays be doing.
Yeah.
A lot of people kind of think maybe you have to do it like that, but
that's the thing they don't understand. Like, it pay to keep it real. Like, have fun with you. Ain't always got to show everything you got. You know what I mean? Or put on like that, bro. Just have fun, bro. You know?
I saw you in South Florida with that two-door, though. I forgot where you were at.
What was the outing?
I saw you at the gas station.
Yeah. This was Memorial Day?
Bro, I was down there, and you pulled up. I was like, what the hell is going on there? Because my boys stay over there down by Pompano. I actually stay down there, too, now, but
yeah.
I was down there when they were down there. It was crazy. But what do you think from back? Because I feel like when that situation happened with you, you were like hot in the streets.
Yeah.
What do you think you might have, for people who might want to do things or whatever, not worried about consequences, what's maybe like some bags or some situations you might have lost out on through that?
I mean, just don't rush, bro. See, this is my thing. Like, I was struggling so bad at the time, you know, going through so much. Like, we barely, me and Solomon used to split like $50. We go on the road for a week with $100 and got to use that to eat and everything. We sleeping in the car, stuff like that. And it's like, I should have waited, but then I got deeper into the drug game. Now I got to keep up this image, you know what I mean?
Yeah, be like
and
that.
Stuff like that. Even the situation that happened, like, we trying to keep up with the money that we already, you know what I mean? But instead of doing that, just stay down. Don't rush into no deals. You know, I love dollars and deals. They taught me a lot. But I wouldn't rush into no deal if I knew what I knew now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I learned so much from the situation, but rushing into something without having knowledge of what you're getting into,
yeah,
you're going to lose so much at the end. I lost
you don't learn one way or the other.
Opportunity, yeah.
So, are you still signed?
At this current moment, nah. I mean, I talked to AD. He was like, it's all good, you know, just start from scratch, do your thing, you know, because I had a 3-year deal, so pretty much my contract ran out while I was locked up.
True.
So we had a conversation about that. You know, I don't know if we end up doing something later, I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm kind of feeling the independent vibe, because I sucked up a lot of games.
Yeah. Is there anybody locally you think you've seen maybe coming up, you might want to work with or anything like that?
I mean, I work with anybody, bro. I just like making music. Anybody who like doing what I'm doing, I work with them.
Is there like local beef or hate going on in the city or anything like that? Or
me personally, I don't be, you know, I wasn't raised like that. Like, the social media thing be crazy nowadays. Like everybody like to express their feelings online. Like, man to man, if we got a problem, I'm not You know, I don't do the back and forth. You know, that's how words get twisted around. I'd rather wait till I see you. I might pull you to the side and be like, listen, this is what it is. I want to get understanding about the situation, you know. But beat I ain't never been into that.
Okay. How's Pac-Man doing?
Pac-Man good, and he out there in St. Augustine.
That's what's up.
He working. He pulled up on me. Matter of fact, while I was in work release, he came out there for a couple of days, spent a few days with me.
So I heard you a little bit earlier saying you wanted to get on your management stuff a little bit more.
Yeah.
Would you say Pac-Man was your first artist? Or were y'all like, I don't want to say he was under you or nothing like that, but I kind of feel like you came out first, then he came out. That one song he had, that shit was hard.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
What was it, the Mexico song? Or
the Texas?
Yeah, that shit was hard, bro.
I mean,
I'm not gonna front.
I like Pac-Man because he got his own style, you know.
Yeah.
He might have to work on his work ethic a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what, if any advice to anybody, it's like you can't fall in love with fame or money when it comes to the music. You gotta
That's
be in
real.
love with the hustle, bro.
That's real.
Like, you ain't gonna always have money and everybody ain't gonna like you.
Every opportunity is not gonna come with a bag.
No.
But a lot of people, if it don't come with that bag, they be like, I ain't coming. It's like, whatever, yo.
Exactly.
Other than music, is there anything else you're interested in getting into? Maybe like owning a business or any type of thing?
I've been doing a little bit of marketing and communication, studying on that end.
Okay.
Culinary. I love to cook, bro.
Okay.
I've been doing I'm trying to learn the business side of, you know, the hospitality, you know, like hotels, restaurants, things like that. Eventually I want to open my own chain of restaurants, stuff like that.
Okay.
But, you know, I don't know, let's just see what happens. I'm trying to get in college again, so.
FBG.
FG.
You said just FG?
FGE.
FGE, okay. What does that stand for?
Finesse Gang.
Finesse Gang. How is Finesse Gang holding up? Like, you know, usually when people start and then some fame comes, is it, you don't got to say any names, but is it still holding together?
I mean,
is it still family?
See, FGE different. It don't break up because, like, all these boys been my friends since we was in Pampers, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, even the two other ones I got locked up with, my brother Ed, D, all us, you know, like, that's just how it is. So rather we have any type of problem with each other, you know how it be when you got a homeboy and y'all disagree.
Yeah,
get
it's still family.
And then y'all good. But it's like right now, no, you know, Drew hit me up every day when I was in work release. I talked to him every morning before he went to work.
That's
you know, Solomon, I sent his mama money so he could call me from prison while I'm on work release. Like even when he got out, I made sure he came out there to spend a day with me. Talked to little D, Jenkins. I talk to Jenkins all the time. We stay writing music. You know, so it's all good. I still talk to everybody.
Okay. Talking about when you were inside and stuff like that, you did about like the same bid that like Gucci Mane did and stuff like that. Do you know, a lot of people say he's a clone, but do you think some time like that would change somebody like that?
Yeah.
It would?
Yeah. But it's on you on how to change it, you know. Like, I ain't gonna lie, prison ain't really rehabilitation unless you make it there.
Okay.
They don't offer these programs for you to better your life. Pretty much you're around a whole bunch of criminals. So you can either learn how to be a better criminal or you can take the time to, you know, learn what you need to learn. Reevaluate yourself. That's why they give you that time locked away to yourself.
That's real.
You know, so it's all on you what you make.
What did you usually like to do to make the time go by?
I wrote 300 songs, man.
You wrote 300 songs?
I got 3 notebooks and I got a folder at the house like this thick.
Dang.
And I worked out before I went to work release, but you know, 8 months off, that's done.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
And you know, I read the Bible front and back like 3-4 times.
You said front to back?
Yes, I read every book.
How do you feel about the Bible?
I love it. You know, I ain't gonna lie, it's a good book. It's good stories in it. See, a lot of people like. That's why I don't understand why people argue about religion. Because I read the Quran too.
Okay, that's real. Now we're talking something that I'm about to get in deep on this.
And these are life lessons. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta take the words of the Bible and not be so literal about it. Apply it to your situation and make more sense to you. And that's how I took everything. That's how I learned about patience, love, understanding. Everything I got out of the Bible. Like, ain't nobody teach me that. I sat down and read.
Okay. Now, with the Quran, there's a lot of people who make claims that it teaches you that if you're not a believer in the Quran, you should be stoned to death and stuff like that. Would you say it like says that in there, or is that kind of like the Old Testament compared to the New Testament?
I mean, the Quran is pretty much built like the Old Testament of the Bible. So
okay, that makes sense.
But it's not in writing like, oh, you gonna die. This
okay.
You know what I mean? Well, maybe.
You know, but like you said, it's the Old Testament. It says that in the Bible too.
Yeah. I think if the Quran came out with the New Testament, it'd be a little softer. But I like the Old Testament. You know, that's where all the good stories in the Bible at.
I hear you on that.
You know
a lot of beef, a lot of war.
Yeah.
A lot of lessons being learned.
Yeah.
Did you read any like autobiographies? Those are like my favorite books. Like, you read the Gucci autobiography?
Oh my god.
That shit is hard.
Yeah.
I'm on like chapter 13. I'm at the part where he's in Jersey and he's like about to turn himself in.
Oh yeah.
He said he's trying to smash as many strippers as possible on the way down 95 as he could.
He's a fool, man. I ain't gonna lie. But he's so honest, bro. That's what I like about him.
Mm-hmm. He brought up a lot of good points in that book. Just talking about where he was the one that was wrong in a lot of situations and stuff like that.
And he another one who was like, I ain't have all the money in the world.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Where a lot of people may think that you do, especially once you have a hot song and it pops and stuff like that.
I mean, you can make it look good, you know.
Yeah.
You don't have to have money to make it look good. That's finesse. You know?
That's funny. So with the books in jail that you might have read, what do you think is your favorite book you've read so far?
I've read so many books, but I stopped reading urban books because, you know, it kind of poisons your mind a little bit.
That's crazy. Like the Maxwell, what's his name?
Which one?
He has the line of different books about like drug dealers in Detroit and stuff like that. Coleman, Javarius Coleman.
Oh, Ashley and Jaquavis.
Yeah.
Jaquavis Coleman.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, the cartel was fire. They should have made a movie on that. I read 1 through 7. I read all of them.
I've checked out one of them before, but I've seen some podcasts he did, but I definitely would like to check it out though.
It's real. It's entertaining, but you can't let that, you know.
Right. It's like a movie.
But
you
like,
have to just watch it for what it is.
As far as like urban books, I was real into Donald Goins and Sister Soldier. She's fire too.
Okay.
But I like Michael Conley. Like, I'm a real suspense, crime type of person. You know, Michael Crichton, I read a lot of his books. I got tired of James Patterson.
You know, it's funny. I think it's called The 13th Hour, but my aunt is actually in the book. He wrote her in there. It's kind of tight.
Yeah.
Shout out Aunt Lametta.
Oh, that's fire right there.
But so you said you got tired of reading all these books. What about maybe a kind of book? Like autobiographies are my favorite kind of books to read. I don't really like reading fiction too much, but ones about like say like The Martian, some maybe in the future or something like that, because I like to see, you know, a lot of those things become true.
Yeah.
You know, like back in the day, if they wrote a book, it'd be crazy, but nowadays it's actually stuff that's really going on.
Yeah, you can kind of believe it now.
Yeah, that'd be so. Sometimes I'd be trying to think forward with it.
But I ain't have no preference on books. I read sci-fi. I read all the Twilight, Game of Thrones. I read all the Harry Potter books. Like,
They had a library in there?
Yeah, we had a library.
There was like a lot of books, or only a couple books to choose
I mean, I went, Butler was alright. ACI, the library, and all that. I couldn't even go in Orlando library. I mean,
from? Why couldn't you go in the library?
because I was in transit.
Oh.
When you transfer into another camp, they don't let you run around like everybody else would.
Yeah.
The library was straight. I mean, how would I know if it wasn't? I ain't go nowhere.
No, I mean like maybe you go there and you might see like 6 books. You know what I mean? Be like, dang.
Oh no, you got all your sections. Like,
So all of them were pretty well filled.
Oh, westerns too. I was on the westerns.
Western books?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like
Like
Clint Eastwood type stuff?
William Johnstone. I don't know if you know who that is. He got a character called Smoke Jensen.
That's funny.
Oh man, I love the western book.
How long were you allowed to read a day? All day?
Read as long as I want to. I mean, you got work call in the morning, so from like 8 to 3, you know, we work. I worked on the farm.
Really?
I worked at.
Did you learn how to do some stuff you didn't know how to do?
Oh yeah, I'm the true man. Like, I can plan anything.
Really?
Yeah.
You did like all the steps, or what was your step?
Everything, pretty much.
Okay.
And then I worked at the hospital, Chattahoochee out there. I was maintenance there, so I learned a lot about pretty much, building houses. You know, we had that big hurricane up there.
That's crazy.
So we had to go out there and like pretty much rebuild the city.
Is the spot where you are, is that pretty well safe during a hurricane?
Told that bitch up.
No.
And they ain't sent us no. We ain't had no power for like 4 or 5 days.
Was it hot?
Flooded on the. Yeah, it was hot. It was flooded. I'm watching trees fall and shit. Like it was crazy. Like.
Were y'all like not allowed to go outside during that time?
Nah, I wasn't no going outside. It was bad, man. That hurricane. What was it? Michael? What was the name of the hurricane that hit?
Matthew,
Michael, or something like that.
I don't know.
But man, that hurricane was bad. Like when we finally got out and was able to go to work call, man.
That's crazy. Stuff was everywhere.
Yeah, it's real bad.
So, what do you think about like say iPhones and stuff like that? Is it big changes and stuff like that? Anything like trying to transition? You think?
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's difficult, but it really shocked you.
It is. Everything different, and you notice like the more you talk to people. I ain't gonna lie. Like I like the iPhone and Galaxy and all that, but it kind of dumb people down. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's so accessible. I spent all the time writing on paper, writing letters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting up and having to do everything myself instead of just picking up the phone and doing it.
Yeah. They had iPads in there?
We had these little tablet things. They like, you know, the little tablets you buy for your kid that be like,
Yeah.
shit like that. Kind of like a little leapfrog. You can put music on.
I meant to ask you on the farm, how much did you make?
What you mean? How much did I make? That's free labor.
You didn't get anything? Like 2 cents an hour?
No.
That's crazy. And then did you owe money when you got out?
I got waive restitution, so I don't have to pay nothing for like my first 90 days. Then I got a little probation fee and stuff like that. Man.
Oh, I just meant like, I didn't know if it was, I don't want to say it's like a hotel, but I didn't know if like,
you mean like
you guys have to spend money to stay there and then you get a bill when you get
and
out.
work release, hell yeah, work release, they take 65% on check.
Yo, this is some stuff. This is like some like, this is a crazy system they got going on right now.
Yeah.
So they're making money off of you, off the government already. Then they're also taking 65%, you said?
Yeah.
Of your check? Wait, of work release, that means that's like you're out, so you have like an actual job.
Yeah, you go out, like I've been working at Metro Diner out my way since it opened.
And they're taking 65% of your real life check? To do what with? Because they're already getting money from the government for them being there. Am I the only one that feels...
But, you know, we can play. It is what it is. They say that's what it is.
Damn, that's crazy.
But I mean, on top of that 65, it's like they put 10% of what you make before they take theirs in your savings. So...
In your savings?
Yeah.
So, like, so do they really take 55 and you get 10?
They take 65, but 75, come on.
No!
Yeah.
They're forcing my boy to put 10% away.
It's cool.
That ain't horrible,
I mean,
but
it's cool cause
damn,
like,
75?
in condition, when you used to making street money, like, you go from making $1,000 a year, 2 day, 1 day, 2 day, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even make that in 2 weeks now, you feel me? And at first I'm like, dang, this ain't no money, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I got kids, bro, I got to send this money home, like, I can't eat, man. I got
That's messed up. That's real. 65%?
Alright, but I think about it this way. So you always gotta look at the positive. What's the difference between them taking 65% and you paying your rent and your car note on the streets?
I mean, that's true.
It's like the same thing you got left over after all the bills paid.
I mean, that's true. But, like, they're still...
Yeah,
they're getting money from the government for you being there.
Yeah,
that's the messed up part.
Right.
That's like 2 people paying the rent.
Yeah.
But, yeah, hey, man. Boy, these laws are crazy.
And I went to the worst work release in Florida.
For real, where was it at?
It was in Kissimmee.
For real?
It's the oldest work release I think we got in Florida. And we still wear prison rules.
Damn.
Still got to get up for work.
Anybody ever, were you ever on the side of the road?
Oh nah, DOT, I ain't have to do that. You don't have to do that there.
I was gonna say, I always heard people like throwing like cigarettes and like a lighter out and stuff like
if you
that.
in Orlando, so let me see, we got in our area, immediate area, we got Tomoka, CFRC in Orlando. I think they're the only prisons we got right here. So yeah, they work DOT, like Tomoka work Palm Coast, Daytona, all that. Orlando got that whole area, Orange and Osceola County. Yeah, them boys be on the side of the road, man. I did DOT one time. So
You ever see any other rappers in prison or anything like that?
Woot was in Butler.
That's what's up. Y'all were in there together?
Yeah, but I went from the main to the east. He was getting out a couple months after I got in. So.
Okay.
But I ain't even recognize him. You know, he ain't got no house, man.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Kodak homeboy, Cool. I ran across him. Yeah, I ran across him for a little bit. He got transferred somewhere.
Damn. They always be moving people around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, okay, now that you out, let's talk about the music a little bit. We in this studio, S550 right now. Anybody needs any music recorded, Top of Marvin Studio, you guys need to come check it out. Look them up on Instagram, look them up on Facebook, all that. Mixtape, album, what do you think's coming next?
I mean, I'm gonna drop.
Couple singles?
We were just talking about dropping an EP, but I'm more, I'm gonna drop that and then go the single route. A lot of visuals, a lot of promotion. But really, I want to drop an album, man. I've been there and did these mixtapes, and it was successful for me, so I know I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Really, to me, everything is a challenge. I don't want to do the same thing. I want to be competitive. And my music's so different. I don't really want to. Well, y'all ain't really hear that yet, but my content's so different. Like, I'm talking about a lot of stuff that's going on in life, rather than trapping and this and that.
That boy been reading mad books, about to get lyrical. Well, you've been lyrical, but about to get I don't know what the word would be for having a bigger vocabulary.
Yeah, definitely, everything. Like y'all see, I don't know how they gonna adjust to the change though. Everybody's turned up.
Right. You know what I mean? They can only, the real gonna follow, you know what I mean? The fake gonna fall by the wayside. Before we do get out of here, maybe if you could give some people, say like 2 or 3 pieces of advice that like you really learned. How old are you now?
I'm 24, I'll be 25 in December.
Alright. What's like 2 or 3 things you might have learned in life that you're really gonna take with you into this new time for you?
Like I said, stay patient, stay humble. The streets ain't where that, a lot of people use the streets as an excuse to take care of their kids, which is my biggest thing. But what they don't realize is like what you put these women through and they got to do all this by themselves.
It's real.
And still send you money, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I got a song about that, that's probably a big message I want to give out to everybody. Like, you say you're doing all this sacrificing for your kids, when you go to jail, what good are you doing?
That's real.
Like, my son was born a month after I got locked up. I ain't never met my son in person.
That's what's up.
Yeah, my daughter was 7 months. She's so big now, right? She talking and walking and all that.
That's that hurt too.
Yeah, for real. Especially like, that's another thing. Time is so important, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm out there getting money, and I'm just focused on the money aspect of it. Like, I'll stop tripping. The kids got everything they need. They got
Mm-hmm.
But then when they send your ass away, you like, damn, boy, I just want to see my baby, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just want to see my kids, bro.
Spend time, eat breakfast with them,
exactly.
Go through the homework and stuff like that with them.
Exactly.
Definitely. You want to give any shout outs or anything like that?
Shout out to Finesse Game. Give a shout out to Andrew, we working, business partner, all that good stuff, But shout out to Telly, man. I ain't heard no new music, bro. You need to drop that tape, bro. Stop playing. D, all y'all, man, y'all slacking, bro. I ain't heard nobody drop no tape since I've been out. I'm out, so I'm on y'all lab. I'm finna pressure all y'all. You better drop some music. I'm gonna take off on y'all lab. But I don't know. Shout out to my mama, man, my grandma, bro. Like, you don't realize who really mess with you till you locked up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for real, bro. Like, when everybody else forgot, one writing as much, or one sending no money, they was there, bro.
That's real.
They was there,
Through the whole ride.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's that love. All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you sitting down with me, man.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, man. I appreciate it. We the Outside Theory. Peace out.